Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0835, indicates a problem related to the clutch pedal position switch B circuit, specifically pointing to low voltage in its operation. This switch plays a crucial role in determining the position of the clutch pedal within the vehicle's transmission system. It ensures that the engine can engage or disengage from the transmission based on whether or not the driver is pressing the clutch pedal. Its location is typically found at the clutch pedal within the driver's footwell area, directly linked to the vehicle's engine control module, ECM. When the switch operates correctly, it sends appropriate signals to the ECM to control other components, such as the vehicle's cruise control and other electronic functionalities. This error code could result from issues in the switch, wiring problems, or internal issues within the ECM. Understanding this error and its implications is vital for achieving proper vehicle operation and ensuring safe driving. A systematic approach to troubleshooting this DTC will help in efficiently diagnosing and addressing the root cause of the problem. The clutch pedal position switch B is integral to the functioning of a manual transmission system, enabling the vehicle to disengage the engine from the transmission when the driver presses down on the clutch pedal. It is positioned at the clutch pedal assembly, ensuring that the switch actuates accurately in response to pedal position. The switch's primary role is to relay information to the engine control module, ECM, which can then control related systems, including the engine's ignition timing and cruise control features. If the switch indicates a low voltage condition, it can prevent smooth engagement or disengagement of the clutch, complicating the driving experience. As such, accurate diagnostics and repairs of this circuit are necessary for optimal performance. When diagnosing issues, the technician typically checks this component through the Honda Diagnostic System HDS tool, verifying its status through data lists and error codes to pinpoint the malfunction accurately. Several factors could lead to the emergence of DTC P0835. First, the clutch pedal position switch itself may be faulty, perhaps due to wear and tear over time, leading to inaccurate readings sent to the ECM. Next, damaged or loose wiring connections between the switch and the ECM may cause low voltage or intermittent connectivity, thereby triggering this error code. Additionally, software issues within the ECM can play a significant role in this problem. If the software is outdated or corrupt, it may not interpret the signals from the clutch pedal position switch correctly. Therefore, when troubleshooting this error, it's important to assess each potential cause methodically. By addressing all these components, one can ensure that the vehicle responds accurately to the driver's input, facilitating a smoother driving experience. Understanding these causes can help technicians prioritize their diagnostics and repairs efficiently. When facing DTC P0835, there are several symptoms that drivers and technicians may observe. The most apparent sign is erratic behavior from the clutch pedal, where it may appear to be malfunctioning due to incorrect signals being sent to the ECM. This could lead to difficulties engaging or disengaging the engine from the transmission, negatively impacting the vehicle's drivability. Additionally, cruise control functionality may be affected, as the system relies on accurate positioning of the clutch pedal to determine whether it can maintain speed. If the ECM is receiving erroneous information, it could mistakenly disengage cruise control at inappropriate times. Therefore, it is crucial to pay attention to these symptoms, as they can significantly affect the overall driving experience and safety of the vehicle. Identifying these issues early can help technicians resolve the underlying problem more effectively. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0835 involves verifying the current state of the clutch pedal position switch. Begin by pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode. This action powers up the vehicle's electronic systems without starting the engine, allowing the technician to assess the DTC status accurately. Next, the Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC, should be cleared using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to reset the vehicle's computer and erase any stored error codes. Once cleared, the technician should check the status of the clutch pedal position switch B in the data list available through the HDS without pressing the clutch pedal. If the system shows that the switch is open, it indicates that the failure is currently replicated. Hence, troubleshooting continues. If it shows a different status, the issue may be intermittent, suggesting further checks for poor connections or loose terminals. Thus, this step is crucial for establishing a baseline for further diagnostics. In the second troubleshooting step for DTC P0835, the focus is on physically inspecting the clutch pedal position switch B installation. Start by closely examining the switch for any signs of damage or looseness that might affect its performance. A damaged switch may not send proper signals to the ECM or might cause intermittent connectivity issues. If damage is detected, repairing or replacing the clutch pedal position switch is necessary to restore normal functionality. If the switch appears to be intact and properly installed, technicians proceed to the next diagnostic step. Attention to detail in this step is vital, as overlooking damage could lead to ongoing issues, causing frustration and potentially unsafe driving conditions. Performing this inspection ensures that all connections are solid and that there is no interference preventing ideal operation. The third troubleshooting step in diagnosing DTC P0835 requires a series of actions to assess the integrity of the clutch pedal position switch B. Begin by selecting the off mode by pressing the engine start-stop button. Following this, the technician should jump the SCS line using the HDS, which helps in disabling certain systems to carry out diagnostics safely. Afterward, disconnect the clutch pedal position switch B3P connector, which includes 3 pins that communicate the switch's status. The technician then connects terminals A and B with a jumper wire to facilitate a continuity test. Terminal A corresponds to the 3P connector number 1, black, while terminal B corresponds to the 3P connector number 2, LT blue. Once these terminals are connected, the technician checks the status of the clutch pedal position switch B in the data list using the HDS. If open is indicated, next steps will be taken to ensure the wiring is intact. If not, it suggests that the switch may require replacement. The fourth step involves checking the GND line for the clutch pedal position switch B, ensuring the grounding connection is sound. To begin, connect terminals A and B with a jumper wire, where terminal A connects to the clutch pedal position switch B3P connector number 2, and terminal B is linked to body ground. This step allows for verifying that the switch's ground connection is intact and functional. Once connected, the technician again checks the status of the clutch pedal position switch B in the data list using HDS. If open is indicated, it confirms the ground wire is intact, and the troubleshooting can proceed to the next step. Conversely, if not, a repair on the open GND wire between the clutch pedal switch B and ground point G401 is required. Grounding issues can often lead to miscommunication within the electronic systems, causing various performance problems, so this check is essential. For the final troubleshooting step of DTC P0835, it is crucial to check the continuity of the clutch SW cruise line between the clutch pedal position switch B and the ECM. Initially, again select the off mode by pressing the start-stop button. As before, jump the SCS line with the HDS to safely disable systems while checking wiring. Next, disconnect the ECM connector A, 49P, to ensure accurate readings during the continuity test. The technician should then check for continuity between specified test points. The 49P connector number 14, light blue, and body ground. With the clutch pedal position switch B 3P connector disconnected and jump to body ground, continuity must be confirmed to ensure proper wiring. If continuity is established, the clutch SW cruise wire is deemed functional, prompting a software update on the ECM if it lacks the latest version. Should the DTC P0835 resolve post-update, troubleshooting is complete. Otherwise, replacing the original ECM is necessary if problems persist. If continuity is absent, an open circuit in the clutch SW cruise wiring needs repair to restore normal function. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P0835, it is vital to perform a final repair verification. This process begins with rechecking the DTC status through the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The technician should ensure that no fault codes are present after repairs to confirm that the issue has been successfully resolved. If any DTCs reappear, further investigation and repairs may be necessary. Next, a test drive of the vehicle should take place to observe the performance of the clutch pedal and related systems in real-world conditions. This drive helps confirm that the clutch engages and disengages properly, and that features like cruise control operate as intended. It's essential to ensure everything functions seamlessly before concluding that the repair process is successful. The final verification ensures reliability, safety, and optimal performance of the vehicle, giving confidence to both the technician and the vehicle owner. To prevent the reoccurrence of DTC P0835 in the future, adhering to a preventive maintenance schedule is essential. Regular inspection of the clutch pedal position switch B can help identify wear and tear before they result in more significant issues. Ensuring that all wiring connections remain intact and free of corrosion will help maintain electrical integrity and prevent random fault codes. Technicians should also be vigilant about upgrading ECM software, especially if updates are released by Honda, as these improvements can fix bugs and enhance overall system performance. By incorporating these maintenance practices, vehicle owners can minimize the risk of intermittent malfunctions and ensure the longevity of their vehicles. Active participation in preventive measures contributes to a more reliable driving experience and enhances vehicle safety. In conclusion, understanding the role of the clutch pedal position switch B in a Honda Civic is critical in troubleshooting DTC P0835 effectively. This component directly influences the vehicle's ability to engage and disengage from the engine, impacting overall driving performance and convenience, particularly during manual driving and use of cruise control. Performing thorough diagnostics by following the established troubleshooting steps ensures accurate identification of the issue, whether it's the switch itself, wiring problems, or ECM-related discrepancies. Following up with preventive maintenance measures will further minimize the chances of encountering this DTC in the future, fostering a reliable driving experience. Ultimately, adherence to these procedures not only aids in effective repairs, but also ensures safety and peak vehicle performance for owners of the Honda Civic from 2011 to 2015. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.